Welcome to Mimalink. In this video, I will talk about the papyrus plant. And this is the papyrus plant, also known as papyrus reed, paper reed, nail grass, and Egyptian paper reed. And just for historical background, this is the plant that is used to make paper in the ancient Egypt. This is scientifically known as Cyperus papyrus, and this is native to Africa. This is a tender aquatic perennial forming a clump of erect triangular stems, and they sprout from woody rhizomes. There is a rounded umbel, and it is adorned with many arching threads. They are extremely beautiful. We have little ones in here coming up, and this one is nice, and they are all beautiful. And look how big the stem. This is thick and big and strong and tall. And look how tall they grow. They are much taller than me. This plant can grow around 6 to 8 feet tall, and some can grow even taller. This is a low maintenance and easygoing plant. They tend to grow in swamps and in places that is marshy. And if you want to grow it, be sure you have a lot of moisture or you have a lot of water. You can grow it in the ground or in the pot, and you can also grow it in a little pond. Now, how to propagate this plant? You can propagate papyrus plant from seeds or by division, but it takes a longer time to grow it from seeds, and it is easier to propagate it by division. Now, this is a clumping plant, meaning new growth will emerge from the soil around the mother plant. The root clumps can be separated into new individual plants. Dig it from the ground or remove it from the pot, and be careful not to damage the roots. Then carefully divide and separate these clumps from the mother plant using a sharp cutting tool. Ensure that each cut section has its own sets of roots and shoots. You can cut the rhizomes into groups of 3, then repot them as individual plants. Plant its divided sections in its own pot or planting area. Make sure that the roots are covered with soil and the shoots are above the soil surface, then water it. When it comes to soil, papyrus is usually planted by rhizomes in moist and fertile soil in pots and then submerged in water, and it can also be planted directly in soil. And it can be in wet soil or even in location with standing water. They grow happy and healthy in a soil that is constantly wet or soggy. And they best grow when planted in swampy areas, rain gardens, or landscape ponds. If you want to grow them in container, they do well in moist types of soil such as clay, loam, or sandy. When it comes to sunlight requirements, papyrus grass needs full exposure to the sun. It can also tolerate partial shade, but not total shade. When it comes to fertilizing, papyrus plant will grow without fertilizers, but if you want to make it healthier, you may fertilize it. Use a balanced liquid fertilizer diluted by half of its level rate every 2 months. Avoid over-fertilizing. Keep in mind that over-fertilizing will burn the plant. Thank you for joining me till the end of this video. Happy gardening!